There's some real money in the room.
On one hand, it's great to see them be able to say, hey, we're going to denounce the bullshit and we're going to put our pedigree on this stage and let people know, hey, we're bigger than what the world and what society says we are. We're going to do this like men. But then on the other hand, you know what I'm saying, it could confuse a lot of people, like, because then people start thinking, hey, man, I could come be with all the and it'll be cool in 5 years. It don't really happen like that always, you know what I'm saying? But it may do that. My concern would be like, you know, why wouldn't, and who am I to say it hasn't? Because we can question stuff all day, but why wouldn't Thug and Gunna, you know, why wouldn't Thug be willing to, because I can see it clear as day. Thug probably like, hey man, look, this dude could have snitched on me, this could have stand on me. At the end of the day, yeah, we were beefing, but that shit, like, I'm more past this because I see he a real nigga. He stood on here, he ain't snitched. Lucci came home, I stood on mine, I came home. It gonna hurt me. And man said he was hurt, you know what I'm saying? Hurt him. Like, that's just the reality of it. Most men ain't, most men aren't strong enough.
Emotionally mature.
Emotionally mature.
Hey, real tone, there's some real money in the room.
All right, man. Today on Real Tone TV, we got an Atlanta hip hop legend, music pioneer, Young Joc. You know what I'm saying? Before we even get started, I just, you know, I think it's one thing to be a great artist. It's another thing to make multiple hits. It's another thing to be a television star. It's another thing to have multiple businesses after entertainment. And then there's another thing to transition into radio. To be able to rebrand yourself and remain relevant in the ways in which you have. I don't know if you always get your flowers, but I wanted to make sure here at Real Tune, you know what I'm saying, that we extended you.
You would give me some flowers, my brothers.
While you still breathing.
Nah, for real, that's for real. We celebrate people with flowers all the time. We want to get out the dog, how we give our ladies flowers. You know, then when it's time to go, that last dance, want the whole layout of flowers. Put your spelling name in the flowers type of shit. I'm gonna take them out the paper though, but you know, I don't want to sit here and look like I'm on my way to prom. Yeah. I appreciate it though. You know what I'm saying? Real respect. I respect it, man. Let me tell you why. Because it ain't often. It's not often. It's the gesture that counts. I appreciate that, brother, wholeheartedly. But
let's just go ahead and get the elephant out of the room. Young Thug.
Okay.
He recently came home from jail, set the internet on fire. And before even addressing all of the extras, I saw he came together with YFN Lucci. They both have a song on each other's album.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That was a big plex in Atlanta. How big is that for the city?
You know, that's an interesting one because it depends on where you're looking at it from. Perspective is a, you know what I'm saying? A person's perspective can mean nothing and it can mean everything. So I say that to say it's 50-50 for me. Because on one hand, you know, I'm happy that they were able to find that medium. To any liaison who stepped in and helped them execute that particular task, shouts out to them. Because it took a lot. You know what I'm saying? Look how long it took for Jeezy and Gucci to just get on the verses together. All they were very much disrespectful to one another. I would say Gucci was more disrespectful to Jeezy on their verses. You know what I'm saying? But they made it happen. You know what I mean? Yeah. When I sit back, I'm just like, well, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm happy that they was able to get some music together, but if they was like just recently beefing, you confuse a lot of people. Now, if that confusion can neutralize some of this, you know what I'm saying, then I'm for it. You know what I mean? But if them coming together creates a confusion that will diminish the concept of loyalty even more, then I don't know. Because, you know what I'm saying? You got some cats feel like, man, I ride on him and come back and we good. Ain't nothing to get a few years. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I think somewhere in it could be groundbreaking. It could be the new shift in our culture amongst black men. You know what I'm saying? It could be that moment where cats start actually in front of the world. I can see the greatness that comes out of this effort. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times there's a do shit in the dark and you don't even know what's happening type. You know what I'm saying? And this is a perfect example. That means before you knew they did this record, they already was in the dark doing this record. You kind of get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, because it's a record, it's publicized now and we know what they were doing. But a lot of times we do a lot of shit. That's why you hear shit like double crossing and triple crossing, because a lot of shit done in the dark against people that you at least expected to be done to or done from. You see what I'm saying? So I don't want to get too deep on it. I probably went too deep right now for a lot of people, but it's very simple. On one hand, it's great to see them be able to say, hey, we're going to denounce the bullshit and we're going to put our pedigree on this stage and let people know, hey, we're bigger than what the world and what society says we are. We're going to do this like men. But then on the other hand, you know what I'm saying, it could confuse a lot of people, like, because then people start thinking, hey, man, I could come be with all the and it'll be cool in 5 years. It don't really happen like that always, you know what I'm saying? But it may do that. My concern would be like, you know, why wouldn't, and who am I to say it hasn't? Because we can question stuff all day, but why wouldn't Thug and Gunna, you know, why wouldn't Thug be willing to? Because I can see it clear as day. Thug probably like, hey man, look, this dude could have snitched on me, this could have stand on me. At the end of the day, yeah, we were beefing, but that shit, like, I'm more past this because I see he a real nigga. He stood on here, he ain't snitched. Lucci came home. I stood on mine, I came home. It gonna hurt me. And man said he was hurt, you know what I'm saying? Hurt him. Like, that's just the reality of it. Most men ain't, most men aren't strong enough.
Emotionally mature.
Just, they're just not that to be able to say, you know, I apologize. I was wrong. I'm hurt. You know, I'm heartbroken. You know what I'm saying? You know, your heart, are you hurt? Hell nah, man, I'm good. No, the man came and said, you ain't hurt me. And that's why you getting him standing on that one thing. Well, some people look like, huh? Cause it looked like bro did the same thing a lot of other people did. And in his defense, Thug defense, he like, hey man, fuck what them other people did. Them other people ain't gonna. Them other people not him. You know what I'm saying? And like, I got 10 right? And then I got my wife. Man, them 10 could shit on me all day long. It's kind of expected, but my wife shit on me, like, I don't even see these niggas no more. It's just that fast. It's like, hey, what, how you know what I'm saying? Not saying Gunna and him and no wild shit. I'm just saying, this is my brother. He my partners, even though his real brother was in there, but you know what I'm saying? This my, and he having the most money out of everybody.
Right.
Me and you having the money on, we having the bag. So if I gotta fight this shit, why I need you in here to help me fight this shit? You know what I'm saying? That's Thug probably like, but we the united front. We got to show the world. Thug probably wanted it to look like him and bro. Like why he said, well, we get like whoop to do. Like at least we go out as real. I don't know if he really felt like that in real life. It sounds good as an afterthought, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, boy, you really was on that type of shit, but whatever. It is what it is, man. It's all a learning process. It ain't been but 50 years of hip hop. If I've been in that shit for 20 of them, it ain't been that long, you know what I'm saying? So people are still learning, people are still growing, people are still evolving, and we're gonna continue to see the climate change over time, so, well.
Hey, real tone, it's some real money in the room.